Good morning, my name is Tom Flockhart. I'm founder and managing director of Capital Document Solutions, whose headquarters are in Edinburgh and have been for the last 40 years. I'm a former pupil of the school here. I attended here in 1961 to 66. Quite a challenging time for anybody growing up like you youngsters, and in most cases I enjoyed it. A large portion of the population were quite poor. It was a very poor working class area. And I certainly couldn't afford as a youngster any of the little goodies and little extras that a lot of people might have had other than myself. So actually I think hardship and poverty actually breeds in a lot of cases entrepreneurship. You know, I think I'm an entrepreneur out of hardship really. It's because I wanted to improve myself rather than just expect someone would see me okay. And as I quite regularly say in some of these events, I was decent enough and I was brought up in a proper home where I was taught values and morals and ethics and honesty and integrity. What I didn't want to do was beat up old women and steal their handbags, so the only way I was ever going to get any money was work for it. I carried it on in school. And used to enjoy being a bit of an entrepreneur at school, because in my paper round I would collect lots of stuff that people were throwing out in the bins. I would collect wheels and bikes and frames and just put them all together and eventually make a full bike and then flog it to one of my pals at school for a couple of quid. So that was another way I made money. There used to be an oilskin factory in Preston Lodge. I used to buy oilskin from them and make canoes. So I was quite good at woodwork and so on. I was taught at Preston Lodge. So I'd build canoes and sell canoes as well to some of the other pupils. Again, the advice I'd give youngsters, if you fancy doing your own career or being an entrepreneur, always go and start in a market or in a sector or a place in business that you feel aligned to, and learn the tricks of the trade then and learn out what's good about the company you work for and what's not so good, and then go and do your own match as to where you want to see your own company go if you decide to start up your own business. If you have a vision, you've got loads of energy, and you want to direct it in the right way, well, you can be successful. No reason about it, even from the pants. Well, the school was obviously at the other end of Preston Lodge, at the top end opposite the station. There was multiple buildings on the campus. What was it like then? It's a long time ago. It was fun. I thought it was highly competitive actually, which is good, because I thought the level of competition amongst certainly my fellow pupils was very high. And certainly there was a great sense of community being part of the school, where the teachers were obviously very determined to try and encourage us to do the best we possibly could, given that in these days it was a mining working class area. It was good to see the encouragement we had to further our careers and go beyond that of our parents, you know. I think there was a sort of fearful respect for the teachers, because if you misbehaved you did get punishment in these days. It was either the chalk duster over the back of your knuckles or the toes on your hand, you know. So there was a few of us used to boast about the fact that we'd had more punishment than others. I think we thought that was a sort of bragging rights in the school, but no, generally they were a very passionate bunch of teachers who were extremely enthusiastic about teaching us as best as they possibly could on their chosen subjects.
Now, what were your favourite subjects at school and why?
Good question. Favourite subjects and why? Maths, geography, technology, mechanical work, English. I liked a wee bit of French actually. I still remember some of my schoolboy French. And rugby, of course. The school had a great tradition for rugby, and we had a particularly good team, so I enjoyed my rugby. In fact, I got expelled from the chemistry class in 4th year from David Allen, who subsequently turned out to be headmaster. So he expelled me because being a bit disruptive. And my punishment, could you believe it, was extra rugby. It was really tough.
Oh, that would be terrible. Now, did you have a clear vision of what you want to do once you left school?
Did I have a clear vision? think I had a clear vision what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to go into further education. I didn't want to go to university or college. I was fairly clever in terms of qualifications and so on, but I left in 5th year because I was very impatient, impulsive and quite restless. And I really, as I saw it, wanted to go out in the real world and earn a living and learn, if you like, through the University of Life rather than go to formal education. So did I have a clear vision? The careers master in these days, if you didn't want to go to university or college, they would make 1 or 2 suggestions. Because I was particularly good at technical subjects, I went on to serve a 4-year student apprenticeship with Ferrantes in Edinburgh, who were a massive employer. I think they employed 5,000 or 6,000 people around Edinburgh. I had a vision that I wanted to do something that involved using maths, because I'm still very agile in terms of maths, and use my hands and mechanical skills. I really understood how things work, so Ferrantes was an obvious choice for me, and I was there for 4 years. Would I have changed anything? No, I don't think so. There's no point in looking back. I look forward all the time and see what we can achieve rather than what I regret. You know?
Yeah, focus on the future. Now, do you have any advice for people on leaving either this year or next year?
Any advice? Yeah, whether you're going to university or college or into the workplace, I think, first of all, I suppose with the benefit of hindsight, I would write a list of things that I didn't want to do in terms of work or university or college, and equally as much as I'd want to write a list of things I do want to do. Because I think it helps you focus your mind and make a clear decision what you feel you're best suited to. In my case, it was going to Ferrantes, and it was a good choice for 4 years. Because I think if you're going to go see an employer, you have to exude some passion and some genuine interest in what you want to do rather than just apply for a job.
Yeah.
And we see too many youngsters who frankly, quite rightly, want to find themselves a job, but have not necessarily thought about what career or what type of job or what kind of company or what kind of environment they want to work in.
All right. So
I want to see people with a clear idea, a clear vision. Certainly at that stage, it won't necessarily work out to be what you do for the rest of your life.
No, it never does.
But, well, even less so these days when there's so many varied opportunities. But I would strongly advise that in any job or any career path you choose to take, you should be really passionate about it.
Yeah.
It may change over a number of years, but always follow your passion, because that way it'll be more enjoyable, more fun rather than work.
Yeah.
And usually you get the best out of it, and if you're passionate, you'll also give the most into it and give the best. So that's the attractions for an employer.
Yeah, that's that.
The next Friends of Preston Lodge event will be on Friday the 4th of October at 6:30. At that event they'll be unveiling the new PL photo library. So don't miss it. Tickets are limited and the hall capacity is also limited. Get your tickets. They're available online now at www.friendsofpl.org.uk.